Hey everybody. My name's Joey Nations. I'm a husband, I'm a father, I'm really pumped up to be here. Yeah! Now I'm not as good of a public speaker as Joey Gibson here, so I had to write my notes down. I hope that's all right. All right, just a couple minutes here. Now first, I want to thank everybody for coming out. This is a very important free speech event here at Evergreen State College.
Yes.
Yep. Next, I want to thank Joey Gibson. I want to thank Patriot Prayer for having the courage to sponsor this event. Thank you all for coming out, and thanks for working with our police, man. We really appreciate and we love the thin blue line.
Heck yeah.
Yes. Now we're proving right now that no one's going to stop freedom of speech in America. No one is going to stop freedom of speech in America. We'll continue these events until Antifa and the liberal radicals in America trying to stop free speech understand something pretty basic. It's not going away. The First Amendment is the most important amendment because it allows us to protect the rest of our amendments.
That's right.
We have to make sure that the First Amendment stays preserved. We cannot let that stop. Republicans have been the party of choice and freedom. The Democrats have chosen to be violent resistors. We don't want that. We want to come together. We don't want what happened in Virginia.
No, sir.
We want peace and love in this country. People have joint common needs here. We need peace for our families. We need peace at our gatherings and our rallies so that we can simply gather in peace. Freedom of association should be peaceful association.
Yes.
Places of higher learning are too vital to allow freedom of speech to be ignored or tread upon. This should be a place of ideas and expression and challenge. This should be a place where a college graduate like myself is not shocked that segregation is happening once again in America. Yeah. How can it gain a foothold here under the guise of progressive politics? Identity politics are dead. Information to the people, that's the future. Now, we need to address the neo-Marxism that's infecting our college and our entire public education system, and Joey Gibson touched on that Marxism. Most social science majors, they cannot create a widget or an independent thought. They're sitting here telling you how racist free speech is, how racist white people are. Newsflash, anybody can be racist.
Yeah.
We ask that nobody be racist. Yeah. Now, maybe the students of Evergreen and the president should take some damn notes. I think that's a good idea. We don't want you to be racist either. I've looked around at these events and I noticed folks from all walks of life. They come with a common purpose. We want to turn the Pacific Northwest red. We want to win. All the elements or ideals that bring out this group of people, it's combined at a nexus of ideals of honesty, hard work, and love for our country. Whether you're Republican, Independent, or Democrat, voting with common sense is what has blessed our land. With a Republican majority in governorships, the Senate, the House, and of course our dear President, Donald J. Trump. Millions and millions of Republicans, Independents, and Democrats cast their votes for Donald Trump because he speaks for regular Americans. We are not full of racial hatred, division, and prejudice. Those are Democrat ideals that they push on the Republicans. The terrible racism of the past, pushed by the Democrats and the KKK, is what brought forth Republican figures like Abraham Lincoln and Martin Luther King, who was a Republican minister.
Yes.
We now face a similar challenge yet again from those same Democrats, and we must rise up as individual citizens to keep America great. I'm almost done, folks. Thanks for sticking with me. I'd like to offer a thought from the great Thomas Jefferson, a founding father. There is not a truth existing which I fear or would wish unknown to the whole world. I predict continued winning for the Republicans as more and more Americans see truth. They turn away from the fake news media and racist institutions like Evergreen. In closing, I know that there are good people here at this school, good students. I know you're out there. And we have one here today. I'm thankful to hear that. That's awesome. Yeah. Now, I want to remind something I want to remind you all of something. This is very real, and I'm in closing here. Very real. America is the only land that we have. There is nowhere else to call home in this world for Americans. Nowhere that Americans can run to as refugees or seek shelter. This is our land. This is why we stand and fight for our freedoms on our soil right here. Because there's nowhere else to go.
Native land. Indigenous peoples.
That's right.
Yeah, it's
I
their
am
land.
here because I
We're
want
guests.
my wife, daughter, and son
Thank you.
to be secure in the future of this country and know there are great opportunities for them being the people they are. I teach my children to love themselves, to love the skin they are in, to love everyone and not treat someone differently because of the skin color they have. Is that so hard? No. I think not. I want to thank you all for coming out. Thanks again to Joey Gibson, Patriot Prayer.